Let's bring in the President's Deputy National Security Advisor, Antony Blinken. He's joining us from the White House right now. Tony, thanks very much for coming in.
Thanks for having me, Wolf.
So now that the agreement was signed early Sunday morning, Geneva time, when will the sanctions actually start being lifted, those sanctions that are going to be lifted for the Iranians?
First of all, Wolf, what's important to understand with regard to sanctions is that throughout this 6-month period, all of the core sanctions stay in place, and indeed they continue to be implemented. The oil sanctions, the banking sanctions, the pressure on Iran will actually continue to grow. They will get some modest and very controlled relief that will be doled out over the 6 months to make sure that they're making good on their commitments. And that process will start probably sometime around the new year.
$1 billion that they'll get over these next 6 months, they'll begin to feel some of the benefits early in the new year, not in December.
Oh, that's right, at the earliest. But keep in mind, Wolf, Iran has about $100 billion around the world that is locked up in bank accounts that it can't access because of the sanctions. That amount will stay there, and indeed it will increase because the amount of oil that they're allowed to sell under the sanctions, the proceeds from that go into those same accounts. And so that amount will grow. At the same time, they'll be getting about $4.2 billion over 6 months from those accounts in a very controlled way. So when you put this in the context of the amount of money that will continue to be out of their reach, it's a very small amount. It won't have a material impact on their economy.